Hey there, it's Karen. This is day 2 of sending you guys a video about the process of writing the lyrics for the song that we're going to be doing together here on the public record. And I've been going through all these submissions continuously, just combing and combing and combing, and I'm absorbing all the ideas for sure. But more than that, I'm absorbing the vibe of the TPR community. And I can't believe, and you guys are probably already know this or you're starting to see it, just how much everybody has in common there. And so while my original intention was to grab the best, synopsis that came in and blow it out into a song, and that would be very cool. And if we did that with all of them, we'd have hundreds of songs. But I decided that when I was looking through it all, the bigger thing that was coming to me, when I was talking before about just allowing things to happen, is that this whole thing has a vibe. And this is everybody that's involved in this is giving me this vibe, and that's really awesome. So I'm enjoying that kind of third dimension of what that means, to have the real emotion behind a story and to have that real vibe going on. So I'm here on my bed where I like to write. Sicko, I wrote on this bed because, I was in tears and paper was everywhere and it was just a mess. But you can nap in between, and that's really cool too. So I wanted to let you in just where I'm at right now with things. And what I did was I started out with the 5 W's, kind of like what you did when you were back in school, the who, what, where, when, why. And yeah, it's 5. And what I did was I came up with kind of the setting that I thought would be interesting and a time period that I thought would be interesting with some characters that I thought would be cool. And I was inspired by Roosevelt, and he had a speech in 1907 that I want to share with you. And there's one particular section out of it where he talks about older children that I felt really set the whole pace for where I'm going with this. So what I did was I cheated the font so that you guys can see it. So hopefully this kind of works. I don't usually type in font this enormous, so we'll see if this works here. Seems to look pretty good. He said city streets are unsatisfactory playgrounds for children because of the danger, because most good games are against the law, because they are too hot in summer, and because in crowded sections of the city they are apt to be schools of crime. Neither do small backyards nor ornamental grass plots meet the needs of but the very small children, and this is the part that struck me. Older children would play vigorous games. Who play vigorous games must have places especially set aside for them, and since play is a fundamental need, love that, playgrounds should be provided for every child as much as schools. This means that they must be distributed over the cities in such a way as to be within walking distance of every boy and girl, as most children cannot afford to pay car fare. That, to me, is just the coolest thing ever. So what I did from being inspired by Roosevelt is I came up with just kind of the topic with the intention of it being that kind of older children thing, the topic being children reclaiming their childhood. And then I kind of, in looking through the synopsis on here, I found it interesting that most of us have had some issues in our childhood, and we kind of break it up into 3 parts where some of us are victims, some of us are bullies, and some of us are the light workers, like what Billy Carlin said, or the guardian angels, like what Greg Harvey had mentioned. And those are the 3 types of people who are on the playground. And what happens to us as children is we're either neglected, we're lonely, we're abused, we're angry, we're desperate, we're hungry, we're scared, we're fearful. And so to me, that's the cast of characters that I thought should be on this playground. So my reason for doing this is that the playground or the music can bring all these types of children finally to a place where they feel safe and they can be at play like the original intention of President Roosevelt. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. The imagery, I'm kind of seeing it like it's rusty, it's forgotten, it's abandoned, an unconventional setting of playground equipment, almost like the children infiltrated it in an artistic way. So my first thought was, I'm going to go on the internet and find some children from a 1907 time period and just come up with a cast of characters. So I went online and just kind of researched old names, kind of timeless names. So that's my starting point, and I've been going through the lyrics and kind of starting to piece some stuff together. But I'll update you that on the next one, but I just wanted to shoot you a quick video, just letting you know where I'm at. Alright, so hopefully you guys will dig it, and I'm really excited to share the next part of this with you, whatever that is. Alright, talk to you soon. Rock on!